Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is Max Codis, and I have been a general engineer at Texas A&M for quite some time now, almost about 1.5 years. Recently, I've been looking forward to completing my ETAM application. Computer science is my dream major. I would love to get in, but I really needed to show the ETAM team what I'm capable of, because I know that not just anyone gets into computer science. So I started my ETAM application recently. I finished almost everything from my activities to my achievements to my additional information. Honestly, everything was going fine and dandy until I got to my major essay portion. Now this section is majorly important. In fact, it's in the title. So, I drafted up some essays that should be compared to the likes of Shakespeare or J.K. Rowling, and then this happened. An error has occurred. Wait, what? Let me try this again. Well, that didn't seem to work. I figured out that the problem is that there's no debugger that shows you where your special character is. That is not allowed to be on the ETAM application, and that's a big problem. But have no fear, as an engineer, problem solving runs through my veins. So I wrote up a quick debugger in Python to fix that. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Max's ETAM software debugging extravaganza. So, first things first. In order to create a working debugger, we need to figure out which characters are acceptable to put in our essays to not get that error message that I just showed. But have no fear, the ETAM text boxes accept all UTF-8 characters, except for those specifically and explicitly prohibited by the software. So first, I created a nice little list of all acceptable characters that our debugger can compare the characters in our essay to. I put these all in a nice little Python file called wscraper.py. After this, it's time to start creating the actual script for debugging. For Python 3, we always start out with our import statements. The only two things that I imported for this script are the list of UTF-8 characters from wscraper.py and our cute little graphic user interface package called tkinter. We can start off by initializing our GUI window with a title and dimensions using tkinter. We can then start to pack all of our little widgets into this GUI window. We will start out by putting in a nice little multi-line text box that can take user input into the window. This is going to be called entry 1. After setting up the dimensions of the text box in the window, we now need to be able to store what the user has input into the text box into a nice little string variable. But how will we do this, you may ask? With a button, of course. We can add a description of what to do in this button called Debug Now. With this, we have a cool text box with a button, but this button won't do anything without a function attached to it. Alright, now for the exciting part. It's time to start working on all of our functions. In order to illustrate how this works, I'll start off with our actual debugging function called getEntry. This function will take no arguments and instead use variables that were already established. Whenever we click the button, it will now store what we have written in the text box into the variable called input. This is where the magic happens. The for loop. The for loop is designed to iterate through all of the characters of the text that we have just written and see if it is an acceptable UTF-8 character. If it is, nothing will happen. If it isn't, well, we want to do something about that. Why not highlight it in the GUI for the user to see where they made the mistake? For this, we figure out the index number of the unacceptable character in the user input, and then we can highlight that character in the text box for easy error location. Now we have a working text box that highlights the incorrect characters that you can't type, such as curly brackets, these straight line things, and others. that are not UTF-8 characters. Let's try this out now. It works. Why wasn't my essay working last time I tried to submit it? Why were the errors popping up? Well, let's paste my essay in right here and, that apostrophe? That's a little bit weird. Well, actually, I did a little bit of research into this and I think I know the exact reason why that's messing it up. Let me show you. This is on my ETAM application, the essay that I just wrote previously. Well, this is the apostrophe right here that's been messing up my entire application, saying that there's unknown symbols. I think I know why. Whenever I wrote this on essay, I wrote it on Google Docs. And Google Docs uses an entirely different apostrophe than the apostrophe that I just wrote right now in the text box. As you can see, this one right here has a little curly thing on the bottom, and this one right here is more of a dot or a rectangle. So if I replace this one right here, it should work. Well, here goes nothing. And my application was saved. So now I can submit it. I've actually figured out that many people have had the same problem that I have. This guy asked about the same problem that I had 4 years ago on Reddit, trying to get some help, and it still hasn't been fixed. And when I asked about it, this woman was very helpful, Kristen L. Compton, but there's still no exact debugger. There was just some things to try beforehand. Well, I hope that I helped, and I hope that this provided some insight into how to fix up the ETAM software a little bit, and also if this could be considered as experience or something on my application, that would be amazing. Thank you so much to the people that look at my ETAM, and I just really want to get into computer science. That has been my dream. Make sure to like and subscribe if I got in. Alright, thank you all. Have a very nice day. Bye.